so we're leaving Spud's Road House after a very enjoyable evening there.
Yes, we actually ate at the Roadhouse. It was really quite good.
It was very good, yeah. So we're doing now this morning we're doing an almighty trip. We're doing all of 41 kilometres to stop at Lake Hart viewing area because Jan wants to go and have a look there. And then once we've done Lake Hart, we will move on to Hutchinson's Memorial in Coober Pedy.
Ah, yes.
One of Jill's favourite
places. It's hopefully still my favourite place for the third visit.
And once again, we've still been lucky with the weather. It's very nice. It was quite warm last night. It didn't get too cold at all. So we'll see you shortly. Right, so we've stopped at Lake Hart. We decided to go for a walk down to the lake's edge and walk on the salt lake, and then it will be coffee time, most importantly.
We had to go through a tunnel under the Garn railway line. I don't remember doing this before. I don't know if we went down to the salt lake before.
No, we didn't go down this far before. I think it was all rainy and slushy last time, which was certainly not the case this time.
Hi, we're at Lake Hart and we thought it was about time that we introduced our travelling friends. We've never travelled with anybody before, so this is quite an experience for us and we're loving it. Anyway, this is Jan.
Hi. We're here at Lake Hart. Yay! Enjoying the salt.
You wanted to come here, didn't you?
I did. Been hanging out.
All excited. And this is her husband,
Gary.
Hi, good to see you all. We're enjoying the trip. We're on a working day.
So, our other two companions are Bridget.
Hi everyone.
And Colin.
Hello.
You've seen Colin already.
Yeah, we've been busy.
In our water system and such like. So Colin and Bridget also own the Mountain Trail LXV 6.7.
That's
in fact,
right.
we met them on the weighbridge at Barnawartha when we first took delivery of our mountain trail. We literally took it from the showroom in Albury, drove 40 kilometres to Barnawartha to wait. And Colin and Bridget came up to us and said,
we're getting one of them. And also we've got Gizmo. And Ali's gone for a walkabout.
Ali's gone for a walk.
Come on. It's camera shy.
Camera shy.
Right, so yeah, so there's 6 of us travelling on this trip and we're having a ball together. It's a really good group. So we'll see you shortly.
Bye.
So it was back to the caravan for
Coffee.
after a few photos on Lake Hart. Yeah, coffee time. And in my case, breakfast of tinned fruit. So a quick stop at Erldunda Road House, again for coffee and fuel.
Back on the road.
Back on the
Stuart Highway. Quite familiar with this road, even though we didn't intend to be on a few occasions. And then we arrived at Hutchinson's Memorial. This is one of my favourite places, however. After we stopped at Mount Little, I'm not sure it's going to have the same feeling anymore.
Yes, it pales into insignificance by comparison with Mount Little Station. It's still a great overnight stop.
Yeah. And you won't get many rowdy neighbours.
We were the rowdy neighbours.
Yes, I was just going to say, we were the singing and dancing ones. But nobody probably could hear us anyway.
Just to give you some idea of how isolated you are at this place, there's literally nothing around, as you can see. So once we finally settled in for the night, it was cooking a meal and dancing by the fire.
Dancing and singing. Till Jan realised she was getting filmed. After one night stay at Hutchinson's memorial, we are departing. Wagons roll! This is like
and up the Stuart Highway, and for the third time visiting Coober Pedy.
a very strange town.
So when you visit Coober Pedy, you always have to come to this spot just off the Stuart Highway for the obligatory photo shoots next to the Coober Pedy, the giant Coober Pedy sign and hopper. You do get a good perspective on the Stuart Highway with this shot. I think we were trying to climb this sign here.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this was a different HipCamp. It was up on the edge, up a really rough road, which we didn't think we'd be able to get up with the caravans, but we did. And then we parked up right on the edge.
So this is Gary coming up with his caravan. He came up third. Colin was first, I was second, and here's Gary. I mean, I guess if you've done this 20 times, it's fine, but the first time it was a little bit nerve-wracking. But there's Jan doing a good job of navigating Gary in.
Making sure he doesn't fall over the edge.
And making sure he doesn't scratch our caravan.
And that looks like we're on the edge. Well, we were on the edge. About a foot away from the edge.
It doesn't look quite as difficult going up with just the ram, but believe you me, when you were towing the van behind, it was nerve-wracking. And equally nerve-wracking coming down the hill with the caravan.
If you only go to one place in Coober Pedy, this is a must. This church is awesome. Next stop was the Old Timers Mine. It was a self-guided tour, but it was great fun. And also, it was a feat and a half to try to miss banging your head. Even though we had hard hats on, we still managed to bang his head.
I think we all managed to bang our heads multiple times. You knew it was coming, but you just couldn't help yourself. You bang your head.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
And then from there to Big Winch 360, which is a really nice bar and restaurant area. And this is the view.
Coober Pedy Township.
Sunset.
Very strange town.
Jill and Jan went to the sunset lookout, and it was all gravel, so they had to be very careful walking back down. The gravel was quite slippery.
Wow, the Breakaways. Absolutely breathtaking scenery. The colours are magnificent. And the painted clouds are wonderful.
It does look like the clouds are painted on there, I must admit. So on to the dog fence, the infamous dog fence. So we took a picture of Gizmo and Ali at the dog fence.
Although the dog refers to the dingo, also known as the dingo fence.
Yeah, dingo fence.
And that's supposed to be an original post.
And then back through the Breakaways for some more sunset shots. Apologies for the number of photos coming up now, but we just couldn't resist. It was such a fabulous photographic place. And Jill enjoys getting her camera out.
The colours are magnificent.
And then for the final night at Coober Pedy Views, we sat out by the fire, looking at Coober Pedy Views.
Something we've never done before when we travelled on our own.
No.
We've had a few while we've been travelling with friends.
Alright, so after an overnight stop at Cadney Homestead, we're back on the Stuart Highway, heading up to Marlow Road House, and then from there to the Northern Territory border. So yay, we'll get into the Northern Territory today. So Jill hasn't been well for the last few days. She's had an upper respiratory tract bronchial infection. Is that right, Jill?
Something like that.
Something like that. Anyhow, so as a result, she's not going to do the Kings Canyon Rim Walk, which is something that we've been planning for and looking forward to for months. So
we're going to go a walk instead. A simple walk.
Yeah, we'll do the small walk instead. But yeah, so sorry about that, folks. We didn't get to show you the Oodnadatta Track because of Colin's diesel leak, and we're not going to get to do Jill on the Kings Canyon Rim Walk because of her bronchial infection. But maybe I'll do the rim walk. We'll see. We'll see you further up the road. So further up the road was next stop, Erldunda Road House. We had a great night there.
Yeah, surprisingly, these roadhouses have really upped the game.
Yeah, we had a really good meal in the restaurant area. The showers were really nice and warm and clean. And we were up early by our standards, 8:30 in the morning, away.
back on the Stuart Highway,
No, this is the Kings Canyon way.
and this is Pete concentrating on the road, watching for wildlife running out. Although there's less kangaroos up here.
So this is the car park at Kings Canyon, and only the hardy souls have made it this morning. So Gary, Jan, Bridget and myself. And Colin's got a bad back, poor bugger. He spent most of the trip underneath caravans fixing things. And Jill's still suffering from her cough and bronchial infection. So it's just us four. So the wind has dropped mercifully. So we're all ready. We're all packed, as Jan says.
Yep.
Right.
Ready, guys?
Let's go.